Hey everyone, I'm Shakira, aka the Dope Doula, and I'm here to talk to you today about the role of a doula and what exactly it is that doulas do. It's important to note that doulas have been around since really the beginning of humanity. And essentially, a doula is a trained and certified professional who provides assistance for someone going through the reproductive and birthing process. I am a reproductive care, education, birth, and labor doula. I really focus on neonatal and prenatal care for birthers and their support care system. So that could be a romantic partner or family members. There are a lot of misconceptions about what doulas do. And to help contextualize this conversation, I want to just break down some of those misconceptions. One of the biggest misconceptions is that doulas only are there for the labor and delivery. And that's not actually true. Yes, a doula is and can be there for labor and delivery, but there are doulas that specialize in a myriad of focuses. As an example, I focus on reproductive care, the full spectrum, as well as providing prenatal and neonatal education for birthers and their support systems. There are doulas who work with birthers who have experienced infertility or are still experiencing infertility and would like to get pregnant. There are doulas who focus on populations and communities that are sitting at different intersections. So doulas who work specifically with within the trans community, the LGBTQIA community, same-sex couples. There are doulas who provide support for families and birthers with different able abilities. So someone who is deaf or blind. There are doulas who have specialization in working with those communities. There are doulas who also will provide support for people who choose not to go through with a pregnancy. If someone has decided that they don't want to continue their pregnancy and go through labor and birthing, a doula will come in to support them through the pregnancy termination. In the same way, there are doulas who work with birthers who have experienced pregnancy loss and miscarriage, and they will step in to help that birther navigate that process and provide the care, attention, and advocacy to make sure that they are getting the full resources that they need to navigate the loss of a pregnancy. There are doulas who work with those who are choosing to move forward with their birth, and they may come in at the beginning of the pregnancy and see them all the way through their postpartum journey. And like I mentioned a moment ago, there are doulas like me who really are focused on the education, the advocacy, and ensuring that people understand the full suite of their reproductive options, and that those who have a uterus are receiving the care, the respect, and resources that they need to know all of the options that are available to them. Another misconception is that if someone who is going through the birthing process has a midwife, that they don't need a doula. And we see this truly as an opportunity to build your birthing team. So if you are someone who has a midwife, having a doula can be additive. Midwives are able to provide medical intervention, whereas the role of a doula is really to focus on the birther and the birther support system, ensuring that their needs, their desires, their wishes are truly heard by the medical professionals and also followed through on, while giving the birther that emotional and sometimes physical support to finish through their birthing journey. Having a full spectrum birthing team makes the birthing process that much stronger for those who are going through labor and delivery. Another misconception is, well, if I have, my romantic partner or my mom or my sister available for the birth, then I don't need a doula. And again, a doula is coming in to be additive. Usually the family or support system for the birther is dealing with their own set of distractions. They are definitely focused on the birther, but they're dealing with anxieties, and they don't often have the education and training to know how to navigate some of the decisions that are presented to the birther, and ensuring that they understand all of the options that they have before making a final decision, particularly when medical interventions come into play. And so we as doulas and birth workers come in to provide that additive support. We're not there to take the place of a parent or a sibling or a close friend or a spouse or a romantic partner. We are there to make the experience as seamless as possible for everyone involved. Another misconception is that doulas are very granola. And I mean that to say that people often think of birth work as very fluffy and just making decisions based on intuition and anecdotally, and that could not be farther from the truth. Doulas and birth workers are trained and specialized. We don't have medical training in the way that a midwife does or a OBGYN, but we are trained to use evidence-based frameworks and methodologies based on years and years of research, science, and data. And so our work is very much rooted in studying and understanding the reproductive process, understanding the research that has gone into working with individuals with uteruses or uteri. And so I hope that this video provides more context and understanding on what the role of a doula is, what a doula can do for you in your reproductive journey, whether you choose to have a child or not. There are different ways that a doula can step in and provide assistance for you. So I hope that you will follow me, like this video by hitting the thumbs up button. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. I'll be sure to answer them. And in my next video, I will talk about how to find a doula that is right for you.